that time. Been a long time coming. What it is, everybody? Law class.
What up with it, y'all? Come on in and get these lessons. Y'all know how we do it, baby. Let's get it.
With the boy, the guide to Johnny Bay.
Appreciate
Got
it.
law class cracking off. It's been a long time. I hate missing a day, but you know, life happens. We got to make it up. So we're going to do it today and Friday to make up for it. So this is episode 12. Episode 6 is available for your listening pleasures, for your learning pleasures. Download the podcast with 5 Minutes Club. You can catch episode 6, 1 through 6, matter of fact.
Straight up.
Everything is on there. Everything is ready for you. Be sure to get your your Constitution books off Amazon, $1.99.
Straight up.
This good old
Might as
Constitution.
well go on get it. You feel what I'm saying?
Come on and get it.
Come on.
So, bro, introduce yourself to the people, man. Give your spiel. Let the people know what it is.
What up with it, everybody? Islam. You know, I am Tajani L. Bay, improprio persona, sui juris, and improprio heredes at all times and all points in time.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're going to have a good class, as usual. You know what I mean? We getting into that young law.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to discuss some treaties.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to discuss, also, another thing I want to talk about is this fed, the difference between Shriners and Moorish feds. You know what I mean? We're going to get into all this shit today.
Yeah.
You feel me?
We got some dope stuff, man. We just chopping it up before we started. You know, just kind of doing a run through, and the information is super dope. I'm in amazement already, and I just got a thumbnail of it. So, bro, wherever you want to start, I'm following your lead.
All right. Let's go on and get into it, man.
All right.
Now.
Peace, everybody. Make sure, peace, Monte, Streeter L. Peace, brother. If y'all don't have y'all books, man, pull out your books and your notepads. This Young Constitution. Again, $1.99.
Straight up.
Get that. We covering a lot of info today, so y'all tap in. We waiting on bro. Want me to turn around?
Yeah, let's go and get it.
All right.
Now, this one I want to show y'all, man. This is in the Wikipedia. Look at this shit. Look what it say about blacks. Black people, right?
All right.
Black people is a racialized classification of people.
Mm-hmm.
It's a classification of people.
Not a race.
It's not a race of people, y'all.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's a status. Black people is a racialized. It's a racialized, which means crackers gave it to you. You feel what I'm saying? It's a racialized classification of people. Usually a political and skin color based category for specific populations with a mid to dark brown complexion. So what they saying is it's a status, but it's also political. Why is it political, y'all? It's political because that's how they took our nationality. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What make it political is them calling us black, because black is a stateless and nationalityless person. So it's not just about having dark skin. You see what I'm saying? Now listen to this. In certain countries, often in socially based systems of racial classification in the Western world, the term black is used to describe persons, not people.
Persons.
See, that's law. Corporations who are perceived as dark-skinned compared to other populations. It is mostly used for people of sub-Saharan African descent and the indigenous people of Oceania. You see what I'm saying? Indigenous African societies do not use the term black as a racial identity outside of influences brought by Western culture. African societies don't use the word black. Wow. Y'all hear that, right? So if you African and shit, why ain't the Africans calling themselves black? See what I'm saying? So that's not our word, man. The word black is not our shit. Yeah. Ain't no such thing as the black gods of Egypt. Black was invented in the 1300s. Like, that's not an ancient word. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So when you call yourself black, you're saying you're putting yourself in a racial classification.
Turn it back around for y'all.
Look at this. So check this out. Indigenous African societies do not use the term black as a racial identity outside of influence brought by Western cultures. The term black may or may not be capitalized. See what I'm saying? The AP style book changed its guidelines to capitalize the B in black in 2020. The ASA style guide said the B should not be capitalized because you ain't nothing when you call yourself black. Different societies apply different criteria regarding to who is classified black and these social constructs.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
It's a social, it's a way to denationalize the original people of America, man.
So black is not what we should be calling ourselves.
Man, that's the last thing. Man, I'd rather, even if you don't use more, at least call yourself copper color, because copper is a thing. That's a noun.
Yeah.
This is copper. You see, I can touch this. Can you hold black in your hand?
No.
You see what I'm saying?
And even like we said before, light-skinned people are not considered black. Like
how you high yellow calling yourself black? You see, like you don't see the brainwashing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like this nigga high yellow calling themselves black. That's how you know you ain't black. How you gonna be high yellow and black? Ain't black in one color? Yeah. Look at all this shit around us that's black. All this shit look the same.
The mouse.
The mouse, remote. Look at all this shit. You can compare them. Look at that. That's the remote. That's the goddamn mouse to the shit. This the keyboard. You feel what I'm saying? Like black come in one color, baby.
Yeah.
So when you call yourself black, man, you really goddamn taking yourself out of your nationality. And on top of that, you removing yourself from international law and agreements that your ancestors set up with this European. Because they knew they was crazy.
Yeah.
We the only ones who still believe in these motherfuckers. Like, motherfuckers is voting for Biden and running down the street talking about they free. And this the motherfucker that wrote the crime bill. You see what I'm saying? We gone.
Yeah.
Like niggas is lost. You see what I'm saying?
We talked about that crime bill in another episode.
But what I'm saying is, man, niggas is running down the street talking about they free. And this the crime, and this the European that said he wanted 51 ways to give niggas the death penalty.
Yeah. Off of violation.
So you free. That's what I'm saying. Niggas is it. You know, niggas is slow. Now peep the game.
So y'all voted for.
Different societies apply different criteria regarding who is classified black. And those social constructs have changed over time. In a number of countries, societal variables affect classification as much as skin color and the social criteria for blackness. It varies. In the United Kingdom, black was historically equivalent with a person of color. In law, what is that? A goddamn corporate, a non-human entity.
Yep.
So when you call yourself black, it was historically equivalent to a non-human being, which is the European.
Colorless. Pale skin. That's what it's.
You see what I'm saying? Pale. That's what I'm saying. Colorless. A general term from non-European peoples. In other regions such as Australia, whatever you call it, settlers applied the term black, or it was used by local populations with different histories and ancestral backgrounds. Now check this out. For some individuals, communities, and countries, black is perceived as a derogatory, outdated, reductive, or otherwise unrepresentative label, and as a result is neither used nor defined, especially in African countries with little to no history of colonial racial segregation.
Wow.
So black is a part of racial segregation, man.
Wow.
You playing color games.
Because black doesn't mean nothing for one.
It's a color. So now you playing color games. Because the European is not considered a human. Yeah. The first two letters of human is hue. Hue is color. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So how you human? You ain't got no freaking melanin.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Wow. It was used to racially segregate niggas.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Now check this out. Some have committed that labeling people black is erroneous, as the people described as black are seen by some to have a brown skin color.
Wow.
So how the hell you black with brown skin? I got brown skin, man.
And still considering ourselves black.
I got brown skin. I'm dark skin. You see what I'm saying? My skin is brown. Like, look at me.
Even the darkest stuff.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we are not black, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I can't wait till the day we can get that in our heads.
Yeah.
It's a racial construct.
Mm-hmm.
In order for the non-indigenous people to have jurisdiction over the original people of the land, they had to remove you from who you really are and make you a fiction.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And we believe that that's who we are.
Because that's why they made Jesus white. Because these Europeans are some of y'all saviors. Real stuff. Like anything they tell y'all go with it. Motherfucking told y'all all day, Joe Biden is trying to lock niggas up and you think you free.
That's why I've been talking on my page.
Freedom. Like, after lunch.
Yep.
So peep the game.
Yep.
So when it say black is erroneous as the people described as black are seen by some to have a brown skin color. Like, listen, man.
That part doesn't even make conscious sense.
That's how you know niggas is, and then that's why I be saying everybody be want to talk this spirituality shit, and everybody be want to talk this knowledge shit, and you describing yourself as something you're not.
Yep.
So automatically, I don't give a fuck how much knowledge you got, you disqualified.
Yep.
You don't even know who you are. How can I tell somebody some shit I don't even know who I am really? I think I'm a color.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. It don't make sense.
You see what I'm saying? That's why they gave, just like I was telling you earlier, that's why they gave us religion. Because they want niggas to focus on this spiritual shit.
Yeah.
But like I say, if you sleep 8-9 hours a day, you're only in the spiritual realm for 8-9 hours. But you're in physical existence for at least 18 hours a day. So why you trying to learn spiritual shit before the physical shit?
Right. Right.
And then you can't even maneuver in this shit.
Yeah. You're not balanced.
You're not balanced.
Mm-hmm.
A true master balances light and dark. In other words, spiritual realm, physical realm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you worried about the spirit? Jesus coming back, saving us. The high priest of the new niggas talk about Egypt all day. And talk about the spirit realm all day. But who are you in the flesh? What's your blood type? A lot of niggas don't even know their blood type.
Yep.
But you get all this goddamn heavy information on spirituality. Learn who you are before you try to talk to. That's why I say.
Yeah.
Before you try to talk to anybody else, know who you are first. You see what I'm saying?
That part alone will separate you what you actually know. Because once somebody start preaching and talking about they black and this black, you already know, for one, they don't know who they are, and that separates you right there.
Facts. Like, learn who you are first before you try to worry about it. Like I say, there's nothing wrong with meditation and doing, because I do the shit.
Yeah.
But I'm also balanced. I know who I am in the physical realm as well as my spirituality. That's why I don't even, come on, man, I'm a Moor. Y'all don't think I don't know no spiritual shit. Y'all don't think I don't know no magic shit, none of that. It's worn out.
Yeah.
Because you got a whole bunch of people teaching shit, they don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
So how are you in honor? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I be talking about. Now, peep this out. I got this from my teacher, man. Check this out. One of my teachers and shit. How many of y'all heard of the word America? What it sound like?
America.
Look at what it means. It's an ancient name for Brittany. From Gallo-Roman Erimorica. Literally before the sea. With the Celtic prefix meaning before, compare Old Irish, which is Moors, or the Pygmies, Mar, sea, from pi root mori, body of water. So what they talking about before the sea, they talking about before the continents split, this land was America. You feel what I'm saying?
Before the, what was it called? The Continental Drift?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? This land is America. And we are Americans. We are Americans. That's why it says the original American is copper colored.
Wow. Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
And this is what we was talking about before in one of the podcasts where you were saying like how they took like vowels and stuff out and started to like twist words.
Everything, see, because it's power. The vowels are some of the most powerful shits. You feel what I'm saying? So if you using your words originally and you got your certain vowels lined up, and if that shit was creating power and magic for you, if I come through and switch those vowels around, it's not going to have the same power.
Exactly.
Matter of fact, you could get an offshoot or something. You
Wow.
could get a negative effect or something.
Wow.
Because everything got a positive and negative, right? So if you're using this in a certain language and it's producing a certain frequency or a certain thing, and you flip the vowels, you see what I'm saying? You get the negative effect of that shit.
Yep.
So
you're just gonna throw your whole stuff off and could cause, like you said, a negative effect.
You see what I'm saying? So when you call yourself black and all that shit, you removing yourself from the land.
So we could basically be cursing ourselves and not even being aware of it.
That's what I'm African American. Why don't the European call himself European American? He the foreigner. Like when is we gonna and then like we steadily let these motherfuckers do this shit?
Because
true Americans and this American tough. You're not an American. And see, this is another thing I be saying. Like when people be saying like, you know, like Morocco overseas and shit, and people act like niggas ain't gonna lie about their history over there, like the European doing here.
Yeah.
He lied about the history here.
Yeah.
You don't think they gonna lie about the history over there?
They gonna lie about it everywhere.
That's what. There you go. That's why I did the shit on the World War I and all that to show you they was going around the world in the 40s changing our shit up.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
In 1940.
Yeah, in the 1940s. My bad.
And so, like we was talking about before, like, and I keep referencing back to other podcasts to get y'all to go back and listen because some of the stuff we had touched on and covered before because we touched on this before. So when they was going around and screwing up all our stuff, like this just happened. Like
this some new shit.
This just happened. Like
in the 1900s.
In the 1900s. So all of this stuff is not that old. It's like at least 2 grandmas ago. Like that wasn't that long ago.
Exactly.
That was not that long ago.
And matter of fact, I think it's a book called Slavery from 1817 to I shouldn't even say it because I forgot the name of it. But in that book, it says back in the 40s and 50s, if you call a motherfucker black, he'll be ready to fight you.
Wow.
Because we weren't calling ourselves that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Now we weren't going to the ancient black gods of Africa. That's not true.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because ain't no such thing as black. That's not in our original tongue.
Right.
That is an English word.
Yeah.
How's your original tongue English?
Right.
So how can you define yourself in English words, man?
You can't. And matter of fact, I was just telling my girl last night. Was it last night? It was over the weekend about the original black man. Like we weren't classified as the black man. We were classified as the white man because we were white and had our white head.
But not only that, it's a status, man.
Yeah.
You remember because I showed you in the Black Laws Dictionary.
Yeah.
White
status.
Is only a status.
To free men.
To free motherfuckers.
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do with like being pure and none of that shit. Or the Europe. That's why I say it does not mean the Caucasian race.
Yeah.
Cause that's a lot of people can't get past this shit.
They can't.
They can't get. You can't take 2-step thinking. Oh, this nigga saying we white. He don't know what he talking about. That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying your status is white. That's 2 different things.
Yeah.
Because when you playing a color code system that we're in the United States, black is a lower class. Only thing lower than a black motherfucker is an alien.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what I be saying, that's why I say, man, it's very important to really know who you are. Because if you know who you are, you wouldn't be complaining about rights. You'll know what it take to get your rights.
Yep. Yep.
How long niggas been, that's what I'm saying, like how long we been marching and shit?
And fighting for
How long
rights.
we been voting? Like that's it. Like we don't learn, man. And that's why we continue to repeat these goddamn destructive habits.
Which is why they classify some as minors.
What is a minor? You know we talked about it.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yep.
So when you call it minorities, you cursing yourself, man.
Yep.
You're not a minority. You're not black. Like it may be hard for some people to understand, but just do the research.
That's it.
Like, but see, like I said before, I said this on one of my videos. A lot of people think when they hit a certain age, they don't have to study and learn no more.
Yeah.
Niggas didn't even like to learn in school. So
Yep.
what you think you're going to do when you get grown?
Mm-hmm. Stop.
And then niggas be stuck in that 17 to 24-year-old mind frame and refuse to grow. You're supposed to grow until you die.
Yep.
When you stop learning, you die. Whether it's physically or mentally, you die.
Yep. Facts.
But we steadily love, like, it's a spell, y'all. It's a spell. Black is a spell.
We breaking it.
Because we gon', but it ain't gonna be us. We gotta work on the children.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because these grown people refuse to let it go.
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, just don't want to let it go. Like, I don't care what you say. I'm black. Why?
Okay. Stay there.
You see what I'm saying?
Keep dropping my book.
Who told you was black? Think about that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you can't be following the crowd. That's why this more shit ain't popular, because it's the truth.
Yep. And people don't want to do
Fairy
it.
tale sells, don't it? Don't it?
Yeah.
Don't fantasy and all that shit sell?
Yep.
So niggas selling y'all out, giving y'all that black shit.
Yep.
And y'all steady buying that shit.
You are not black.
But you won't goddamn invest in books and shit like this to help advance yourself. Well, you could be your own person. You can study your own shit.
Have your own government.
You see your own government.
For real.
That's why I keep bringing up the dollar bill. It's on there. It's showing you it's two governments here.
Yep.
One just ain't active because one side, one of these niggas want to be over here. Now peep the game.
Don't get into it, y'all.
Now I want y'all to see this shit. This is in the Black Laws Dictionary, fourth edition.
Yep.
If anybody out there watching this shit, y'all got y'all Black Laws Dictionary, look this shit up too.
And y'all can send us an email or a DM and we can send it to you.
Straight up. Now peep this game. Look what it says for land. Land, right?
Uh-huh.
In the most general sense, comprehends any ground, soil, or earth whatsoever, as fields, meadows, pastures, woods, moors, waters, marshes, furies, and health. Moors, when you call yourself a Moor, you're tying yourself to the fucking land, y'all.
Wow.
Peep the game.
Wow.
Peep the game.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow. That's why you say when you call yourself more, you're tying yourself to the land
Because you are land. You are the land.
Wow.
Not only am I tied to the land, I am the land.
Wow.
You see how heavy this shit is?
Yeah. Yeah.
But niggas want to call themselves black, removing themselves from the land. You can't be a national without a nationality.
Right.
Don't let these niggas sell you a dream. I'm an American national. What's your nationality? Now you gotta give me a nationality. You can't say you're an American national with no nationality.
That don't make sense.
You can't say you indigenous American without a nationality. That shit don't work, man. That's what I'm saying. Study this law.
Yeah.
So you will know when people try to lead you on. Like ain't no such thing as no fundamental black nothing. Nothing.
Yeah.
You'll never get recognized by the government. Because these niggas ain't studying law. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But then want to do a whole bunch of misleading. You gotta be careful on that.
For real.
You have to be careful.
For real.
Because it just said more ties you to the land. Ain't you want to be tied to the land?
You want to be tied.
But some of these niggas want to go back to Africa. You see what I'm saying?
Not knowing that they already here.
You already in Africa. You see what I'm saying? So peep this out.
What's up, y'all? Tito, what up? Tifa, what's up? You supposed to be working. All right, we're going to get into it. Come on.
Like I said, land in the most general sense comprehends any ground, soil, or earth whatsoever, as fields, meadows, pastures, woods, moors, water, marshes, furies, and health. Here go the court case. Write it down. You can use this in court, man.
Yeah.
That's why I be giving y'all court cases. That's called a clearly established law.
Yep.
So if anybody else try to say you not tied to the land, you give them this court case and tell them you're more.
This is proof. This is proof.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now peep the game. Why was Morocco the first nation to recognize America's independence? Listen what this say. It's the reason why Obama can say Islam has always been a part of America's history, because Islam created America's history. Americans, quote unquote, think America, U.S., is a Christian nation. He started laughing. If America was seeking liberation from the crown of Britain, in the new world, they just happened to have found out the blue, they found America. Why would Morocco have to recognize them as a nation?
Wow.
I'm going to give you the letter today. I got the letter to this shit. So we going to get into it. Like, we going to read that letter. George Washington wrote the Sultan of Morocco. I get it.
Wow.
We going to read this shit. That's what I'm saying. Peep the game, y'all. So, if America was seeking liberation from the crown in a new world they just happened to have found, why would Morocco have to recognize them as a nation? They had to get permission from the inhabitants of the land, or rather the power structure that controlled the land. Remember last week we just did some shit on Washington Moors, didn't we?
Yep. Wow.
See what I'm saying? Listen to this. Which would be the Moroccan Empire in America.
In America.
In America, not of America.
In it. Yeah.
See, the United States is of America. The United States is of America. That means it's separate.
Yeah.
It's not the United States in America. See what I'm saying?
Which is why they have the two seals.
Of means, exactly. Of means separate. That's why they put it in there. That's why you gotta, like I said, you gotta study and be a habitual game people.
Yeah.
Now peep this out. It says they had to get permission from the inhabitants of the land, or rather the power structure that controlled the land, which would be the Moroccan Empire in America. A lot of the natives had unusual names that sound like modern Muslim names. Like the Mohegan Indian chief was named Muhammad, which is similar to Muhammad. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
U.S. history taught in public schools in America would never teach what really happened or go into details of George Washington's letter to the Sultan. We don't go into it today, though. I got it. In order to set up shop in the Americas, they had to get permission. So if the flip. So if the Moors weren't running the land, why would George Washington have to write the Sultan of Morocco? Why? Answer that question, please.
Wow.
Like, if Moors don't run America, why would George Washington have to write a letter to Morocco, to the Sultan of Morocco, to get permission?
Wow.
See what I'm saying? Keep the game. Europeans didn't just land in America and immediately start stealing and killing. That's what them slave niggas be saying.
Yeah.
Them niggas who ain't got a nationality, no history, that's what they be thinking. The Europeans just got here and started stealing and killing. No, they didn't. They made friends and treaties and then usurped the ruling power already seated in the Americas. So history would never discuss how or why a Muslim nation controlled the Americas, because the constructors of history want you to believe this is a Christian nation.
Wow.
You can scan throughout journals and letters sent during 16 and 1800s from Google Scholar. Listen to this, the Library of Congress. If you want to know about Moorish history, go through the Library of Congress. Like, that's what I'm saying. See what the government say if you're a Moor. Because I'm going to show some of that shit today, too. I'm going to show you what the government say about Moors. You see what I'm saying? Not books and shit.
The government.
What the United States so-called government saying that we Moors.
Yeah.
Keep the game. So go to the Library of Congress online and Cornell's online library to piece things together once you understand what really took place. Now, Pete, now listen to this. This is the letter from George Washington to Muhammad ibn Abdullah, the Sultan of Morocco, City of New York, December the 1st, 1789. Now, peep the game.
Zoom in on this a little bit more.
It says the city of New York in 1789, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now listen to this. Great and magnanimous friend. Since the date of the letter which the late Congress, by their president, addressed to your imperial majesty, the United States of America has thought proper to change their government and institute a new one, agreeable to the Constitution, of which I have the honor herewith to enclose a copy. The time necessary employed in the arduous task and the disagreements occasioned by so great through peaceable and a revolution will apologize and account for your majesties not having received those regularly advised marks of attention from the United States which the friendship and magnanimity of your conduct toward them afforded reason to expect. The United States have unanimously appointed me to supreme executive authority in this nation. So the president only has executive power, man.
So
remember, the United States is a corporation.
Right.
So the president of the United States is just a CEO of a corporation. You see what I'm saying?
So wait a minute.
You see what I'm saying?
Wait a minute. So something just clicked. So you know how before when you told me that the people are subjects, basically.
Yeah. Or in contract.
Mm-hmm. So him being the head of this corporation means that he's over the people who are under contract with the U.S.
Or he just, the president is only in charge of the military. That's all he can do. He got military power.
So what about, well, as far as
judicial power and shit is like Congress and shit.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
But that's why Congress got more authority than the president.
Right.
Because this nigga ain't nothing but a CEO, y'all. That's why you gotta learn. See what I'm saying? Right. Y'all participating in a goddamn Nike company CEO change.
Man. Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
And the best way to get out of it is claim your nationality.
Claim your nationality. Then stop participating in your demise.
Man.
Come on, man. Now peep the game.
Ooh-wee.
So it says the United States have unanimously appointed me to supreme executive authority in this nation. Your Majesty's letter of August 17, 1788, which by reason of the dissolution of the late government remain unanswered, has been delivered to me. This George Washington talking, y'all. I have also received the letters which your imperial majesty has been so kind as to write. See how they kissing our ass? In favor of the United States to the Bashwal of Tunis and Tripoli. And I present to you the sincere acknowledgement and thanks of the United States for this important mark of your friendship for them. Now peep the game. Now you see where it said Tunis and Tripoli, right?
Those are treaties, right?
No, those places. Those places in so-called Morocco. Okay. Now, keep this. Now, the place in Tunis is where the Treaty of Peace and Friendship supposed to be, right? Mm-hmm. For all my Moors who be knowing this shit. Mm-hmm. The Treaty of Peace and Friendship supposed to be in Tunis, right? Mm-hmm. So we going to get into this. I'm going to show you. Remember Tunis and Tripoli. I'm going to come back to it when I read this shit. Now, peep the game. We greatly regret the hostile disposition of those regencies toward this nation. Like the Moors was going at him, man. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He had to write the goddamn pitiful letter. Yeah. Who have never injured them is not to be removed on terms of our power to comply with. They got to comply with the Moors. Within our territories, there are no mines, whether of gold or silver, and this young nation just recovered from the waste and dissolution of a long war. You remember I told you that the Civil War and all this, the wars that was going on was between niggas.
Yeah, not the white folks.
They weren't even around. Like, that's what I'm saying, man. They weren't even around in power until the late 1800s, 1900s. Is when the Europeans got into power. Wow. They went into power in the 1700s. If he was, why you writing a letter?
That's what I'm saying, man. All this stuff is new, man. All this stuff is... That's
what I'm saying. Like, we just been lied to. So look at what George Washington, he's saying the United States, or the America was just recovering from the waste and dissolution of a long war. Remember I told y'all Moors was beefing with each other for centuries.
Yeah.
We can't get along.
Yeah.
Listen to this. Have not as yet had time to acquire riches by agriculture and commerce. That's the only way they can be here, is doing business through commerce.
Yeah. Which is why they set up these corporations like that.
That's why everything a corporation. The courts is corporation.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
All this shit is commerce. They packing and shipping niggas.
Yeah. That's all they doing.
That's what your little name tag is when you, on your number shit when you go to prison.
Yeah.
You already goddamn commerce. They just shipped your ass to the goddamn cell.
Damn.
It's all business.
Damn.
You see, law is business. You feel me?
Wow. Wow.
Treaties is agreements how two motherfucking nations gonna interact with each other.
Mm.
It's the do's and don't of what we can do to each other.
Yeah, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what treaties is.
Wow.
Commerce and shit is buying and selling.
Mm-hmm.
Shipping.
Yeah. Damn.
You feel me? But now check this out. But our soil is bountiful and our people industrious. And we have reason to flatter ourselves that we shall gradually become useful to our friends.
He calling us our friends.
Yeah, because the Moors are, not niggas and blacks.
Yeah. More.
The encouragement which your majesty has been pleased generously to give to our commerce, with your dominions.
Okay.
Peep the game. The punctuality with which you have caused the treaty with us to be observed. The treaty of peace and friendship.
Wow.
And the just and generous measures taken in the case of Captain Proctor make a deep impression on the United States and confirm their respect for and attachment to your imperial majesty. Now listen to this. It gives me great pleasure to have the opportunity of assuring your majesty that while I remain at the head of this nation, I shall not cease to promote every measure that may conduce to the friendship and harmony which so happily subsist between your empire and them, and shall esteem myself happy in every occasion of convincing your majesty of the high sense which in common with the whole nation I entertain the magnanimity, wisdom, and benevolence of your majesty. May the Almighty bless your imperial majesty, our great and magnanimous friend, with his constant guidance and protection. That's from George Washington. Now peep the game. Let me show you what I say, Triple E and Tunis, right?
Yeah.
So if this letter was wrote in 1789, December 1st, 1789, right?
Mm-hmm.
How the fuck was they talking about Morocco over there when the Morocco over there was created in 1956? When Tunis was created in 1956.
Wow.
So what Tunis was they talking about?
Wow.
What Moroccan Empire? They was talking about the New York Empire State Building. You remember I told you that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? They talking about here in America.
That's why you said everything is flipped.
It's flipped. Now, hold on. Let me find this George Washington quote. So we talking about George Washington.
Wow.
Wow, peep this game. See, that's why I be showing this. Watch this. I'll find it right here, goddammit. George Washington.
Man. Hey.
Quote on the Moors.
That's why you say everything is flipped.
It's flipped. Now peep the game. Look at this. Now this is what George Washington said, y'all. So we just read this shit. That's when I'm going to this shit. Now look what he said.
1956. Man. This stuff just happened.
Hold on. Hold up. Now look what this say. It says, I'll blow it up for you. Now this is a quote from George Washington. If we would agree to take the fezzes and the turbans off the Moors' head and remove the sandals from their feet and enforce it with severe punishment, and to also swear a death oath between ourselves to religiously and faithfully not to allow anyone to teach the Moorish children who they really were or who their forefathers were, to only allow the Moorish children to be taught that they are truly Negroes, black people, and colored folks. Now that's what George Washington said, y'all. Just the same motherfucker who was begging for his freedom.
Yeah.
Once they got it, they flipped on us. That's why the dude said right here, they ain't just come here and start stealing and killing.
Yeah.
They made friends and treaties with us.
And
then usurped the power. You see what I'm saying?
Wow. Because whenever they made the treaties with us, they was basically saying that anybody who was Moors, they basically couldn't do anything with.
Exactly.
But the ones that didn't know that they was Moors, they had power over.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's why it pays them for you to call yourself black.
Yeah.
To have a Bay or an L behind your name, they don't have jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Because of treaties, according to the 6th article of the Constitution. Let's pull it out.
Yep.
On page 21. See what I'm saying? That's how you put this shit together.
All right, let me flip it back around.
Peep the game.
Hold on. All right, check this out. Where we at on 21?
Right there.
6?
All debts, contracted, and engagements entered into before the adoption of this Constitution shall be as valid against the United States under this Constitution as under the Confederation. This Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made or which shall be made under the authority of the United States shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby. Anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding.
Notwithstanding.
So the state has a constitution. But what they saying is, fuck the state constitution, because if it goes against what this say, is notwithstanding.
Yeah.
So it's telling you all treaties made prior to the Constitution. So that's all treaties before the Constitution. It's the supreme law of the land. Period. That's why Moors talk to the Europeans in contracts.
Yeah.
Which is treaties.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, if you peep the game here, how can this beat Tunis and Tripoli when all that shit was created in goddamn 1956?
The lie. The lie.
So when niggas say you in Morocco, look at this. How many of y'all seen this shit?
Exotic map.
Exotic maps. See,
What's up,
Tunis was here.
Yeah. That's up in Canada, as they say.
That's what I'm saying. Morocco was in this. It was in this area.
Yep.
See all these England, all these places y'all think overseas, Palestine, Paris. All this shit was created in the 1900s. London.
We are in Japan.
Cuba.
Right now.
You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Japan. All this shit was here.
And they flipped it and said it was over there.
They broke our kingdoms up and pushed it throughout the world, bro. Because this was the center of the shit. Egypt was just like I said, we ran Egypt. But that wasn't our home.
Right.
Because America is the land of the milk and honey. That's why everybody try to get here.
That's why everybody tries to come here. And everybody knows that except us.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas want to go to Africa.
In Africa.
And Africa's coming here.
Right.
Look at this. Toronto is here. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Trinidad is here.
Egypt. Look at this. Egypt is right up in here. Sparta.
Wow.
All these places y'all think overseas, China. China was in Mexico.
Wow.
You feel? Australia was up in there.
Milano.
Look at that. Moab, San Juan. Look, Peru.
Wow.
All these are literal places that exist today in the United States, what you call America, North America.
Mm-hmm.
All of these places, you could go to these cities right now.
Mm-hmm.
So what they did, instead of you looking here for your history and land, they got you looking in Africa.
Right. Throwing you off.
Throwing niggas way. See what I'm saying? Now peep this out. Now this, y'all can look this up. This international human rights law, this the PDFs.
Mm-hmm.
Now it says international human rights laws refer to the body of international law designed to promote and protect human rights at the international, regional, and domestic levels.
Wow.
So once you have a nationality, you could go overseas and use the treaties if you have any kind of problems overseas.
Yeah. Universal.
Or you can use it domestically.
Wow. But it's for our use to use wherever we go.
It's for the nationals to use.
Yeah.
The original people.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
International human rights law primarily consists of treaties and customary international law. Treaties. Other international human rights instruments, while not legally binding, contribute to the implementation, understanding, and development of international human rights law.
Yeah.
This model addressed refugees protection in brief because it is discussed in greater detail in the RAIO training module. Introduction to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees and Concepts of International Protection. Now peep this out. Treaties. Treaties are written agreements between two or more states, whether embodied in a single instrument or in two or more related instruments. Every treaty in force is binding upon the signatories and as such must be executed in a manner consistent with the treaty.
Meaning they gotta follow what the
That's what I'm saying. Or you violated international law, you could go to international court if they violate you.
Yeah.
That's why nobody talks nationality.
Because they don't want us to know.
These niggas is agents, man. Like niggas tell niggas to do everything but get a nationality to protect themselves under treaties.
Yeah. Wow. Because it's binded by treaties.
Exactly. Like it's bound. Remember what Article 6 said? The courts must respect.
They must.
Every judge in every state shall be bound thereby. They're bound by treaties. So if you start bringing up treaties, they can't look at you and say you tripping. Yeah. That's called treason. Yeah. Yeah. But when you don't know law, you just go up there and say, hey, how you doing, Judge? You all right? Yeah, I'm all right 30 years. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? I'm doing great. Yep. You see what I'm saying?
Got another one.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So when you look at treaties is the goddamn agreements between two or more states or nationalities. You see what I'm saying? Now peep the game. Additionally, states are permitted to make declarations, understandings, or reservations. So I'm gonna give you some declarations today too. I'm gonna give you some treaties. I'm gonna give you some declarations. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? This is how you protect your fucking self. Yeah. Not marching and breaking windows ain't gonna do shit, because if you destroy United States property, you go into jail. Period. Because a crime is an injured party, whether it's a person or a thing. Yep. So you thinking out here, you going out here breaking. See, that's minority shit. Yep. That's minority shit. Light stuff. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Instead of learning some shit where you can protect yourself, you want to do childish, minority shit. Get out here throwing rocks and shit in people's windows. Yeah. You're committing a crime. Yep. You go to jail when you commit crimes. Yep. You see what I'm saying? Which is why they stand back and wait until some kick off. That's why they let you do that shit, so I can arrest your ass. They got a mile for people they just arrested. That's what I'm saying. Man. So they want you to goddamn commit crimes so they can arrest you. Yep. They want you to call yourself black and African American so they can have jurisdiction. And they don't have to live up to treaties.
Yeah.
Because they're bound to the treaties. Yep. So if you call yourself black, you ain't got no treaty. You ain't no agreements.
No.
Name a treaty for black people. Where? What's the name of it?
Never
all these people telling y'all to go out here and vote and do all this extra shit. Mm-hmm. Name some treaties that black people got. Yeah. Because I'm giving you the Moorish shit. So if you're a Moor, you can use this shit. I'm giving you Moorish treaties. So where's the treaties that the niggas had with the Europeans? Where are these treaties at?
I ain't never seen one.
Because black, it's new shit. You see what I'm saying? It's new shit. Now peep the game. A treaty may be either self-executing or non-self-executing. That means either you can execute it yourself by knowing who you are and what the treaty is, or the treaty could be self-executing. In other words, it's law, so law is what it is. It executes itself. The law of gravity don't need nobody standing over. You see what I'm saying? It executes it. It's self-executing.
Yeah. Already in effect.
That's what I'm saying. So when you talk about non-self-executing, you talking about shit just already in effect. You just gotta activate it, man. Depending upon whether domestic legislation must be enacted in order for the treaty to be judicially enforceable. Self-executing treaties are effective immediately without the need for ancillary legislation.
Wow.
Ha!
Meaning that if you spitting this at the time of the incident,
it's effective immediately.
It ain't even got to go that far.
Listen what I'm saying. That's why, listen, I don't get pushbacks.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If anything, niggas just be hating what I be saying because they ain't got no rebuke to it.
Yeah.
Oh, he cussed too much. That's all you heard?
That's it.
2 hours worth of goddamn knowledge. All you heard was cuss words.
Right.
Grow up, minority.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Grow up.
Right. Right.
Because the same people talk about me cuss out their goddamn kids.
Yeah, exactly.
So get out of here with that petty shit.
Exactly.
Come with some real shit. Deny what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Then that's a conversation.
And then don't have no proof against what it is that you're talking about.
That's all they can do is, oh, he cussed too much. Grow up. You cuss, you listen to dirty music every day.
Every day. Every day.
Niggas talking about fucking hoes and shooting niggas. That's cool though.
Right. You can bump that and nod your head to it.
You see what I'm saying?
But something that's gonna actually get you free. And
you don't want to hear that shit because niggas want to be slaves, bro.
Man.
That's what I'm getting to the point. I'm not worried about grown-ups no more.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna do what y'all gonna do. I'm worried about the children.
Yeah.
If you don't want to save your children, at least let me help them.
Right.
Like you be lost.
Yeah.
Don't bring us all down.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
I ain't asked to be here.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to be in your proper place, that's on you. Like I'm not trying to prove this shit to nobody no more.
Yeah.
This is for the people who want to learn this shit and who want to better understand it. Like if you want to be black, be black. Because none of this shit apply to you.
Yep.
None of this shit apply to black people.
None of it.
See what I'm saying? So check this out. Non-self-executing treaties are also effective immediately as a matter of internal law, but require implementing legislation to be enforceable by a private party in court. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what they saying is, basically, you got to have a nationality to apply this shit as a private party in court. Like if you don't have no nationality, you can't do this shit. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now let me give y'all some goddamn treaties. Now y'all look this shit up. Like you ain't gotta believe me. This is the Barbary Treaties, 1786 through 1816, when niggas was still running the world. Treaty of Peace and Friendship signed at Tripoli, which is in America, November 4th, 1796. So like I showed y'all in Article 11, it says that's what I can use.
Yeah. When
the Europeans try to talk that Christian black code shit, that's where the black shit come from. The black codes come from the Christians coding your ass. You remember putting you in a special category.
Yeah.
So when they try to hit me, I don't swear on the Bible. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because as the government of the United States of America is not in any sense founded on a Christian religion. That's why George Washington had to write the letter to the Sultan of Morocco. It's an Islamic goddamn country.
Wow. So whenever they have you to swear on the Bible in court,
you become the Christian and under their jurisdiction.
Wow.
Listen, niggas who were selling us out in the day is the same niggas doing it now.
Damn.
Because if you reincarnate, you only gonna do, what you did on a certain, whether it's a higher or lower level.
Yeah.
That's why some people, natural talents, like me, I don't know how to read music and shit, but I can do anything I want with music.
Mm-hmm.
Because I did it before in a past life, and I was good at it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Wow. So whatever you do in this life, you was doing it in the other one. You see what I'm saying? Your past reincarnates.
Okay.
So when they saying George Washington had to fuck with the Islamic shit because the United States ain't based on Christian shit.
Islamic.
It's Islamic, bro. That's what your alphabet, your 26-letter alphabet is Arabic. Or no, I don't like to use the word Arabic. It's Islamic. Mm-hmm. Your number system is Islamic.
Wow. And then you say the highest number is 9,
yep.
Not anything else?
Yep. Everything is just a repeat of 1 after 9.
Wow.
So all this shit is Islamic shit. So I could use this treaty if the police try to get hostile.
Right.
As it in itself no character of enmity against the laws, religion, or tranquility of a Muslim man. So your Christian laws don't apply to Muslim men.
Yeah.
And as said, states never have entered into any war or act of hostility against any Mohammedan nation. You can't pull a gun on me, European.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow.
This is why they want niggas to be black.
Because they still gonna have power over you, authority over
jurisdiction, and they could be hostile towards niggas.
Wow. And clearly during this treaty it says anybody who is a Mohammedan nation, they can't pull any type of weapon.
Yeah.
Period.
No pretext arising from religious opinions shall ever produce or interruption of the harmony existing between the two countries. Once again, that's why the pyramid is on the back of the dollar bill. That is your government. But niggas is voting and registering for the United States, which is a corporation.
Yeah, giving up their nationality.
Giving for a corporation, bro. You giving up human rights for civil goddamn privileges.
Man.
Because the 14th Amendment is an agreement. Remember?
14th Amendment.
Hold on, let's go to it.
14th Amendment.
Peep the game. Page 29.
Page 29.
Look what it say. This what y'all niggas want to be.
14th Amendment. Constitution.
It's about, yeah. All persons born or naturalized. What happened to nationalized?
Naturalized.
Which is still an artificial person.
Yeah.
In the United States and subject, remember subject means contract,
yep.
To the jurisdiction thereof are lowercase c, citizens of the United States. Remember when they said right here they wanted to make the black lowercase?
Yep.
You feel what I'm saying, man?
It's all tying together.
You see what I'm saying? Now peep the game. And of the states wherein they reside, no state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of the laws. Wow. So where do you see rights at? Where do you see human rights and shit?
Wow.
Be black though. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm done with. After I seen niggas cheering for Biden, talking about they free, you ain't seen freedom yet. No. You see what I'm saying? But niggas got our heads hard. I used to be a hard-headed child. You see what I'm saying? Niggas' head is normally hard. Sometimes you gotta hit it a couple times to see.
Yep.
So we ain't went through shit yet the way niggas is recognized. That's why niggas is still signing up for their demise instead of studying.
That's it.
Even if you just learned the Constitution, this is the highest law of the land. No state, nothing can trump this. Just this.
Just this alone.
Just this alone.
Man.
Even if you're going to stay in that black shit, at least study, man. Come on, man. Like, do it for your children. That's why I be saying, like, how much do you love your children and shit?
Right.
That's one of the reasons why I even got into the knowledge. I wanted to make sure my children going to live like a great life.
Yep.
And know how to move in this realm that you live in for the next 80 years.
Yep. Yep.
You see, or whatever, however long.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Learn how to move, man.
Yeah.
So peep the game.
Check it out.
So like I said, Article 11 of the Treaty of Peace and Friendship, signed at Tripoli, says this is not even a goddamn Christian religion. United States is not based on Christian religion. So why are y'all Christians, man?
Wow.
Why are y'all Democrats when it say right here in the Constitution, the United States, what is this? Article 4, Section 4, page 20, in the Constitution. Peep the game.
Hold on, flip it around.
See what I'm saying? Why are y'all Christians when you supposed to be Muslim?
Yep.
And why are you a Democrat when this shit, Section 4, page 20, right here,
Right there.
it says the United States shall guarantee to every state in its union a Republican form of government.
Not Democrat.
Come on. Let me show you. Matter of fact, I just thought about this shit. Let me show you what your boy Trump said. Excuse me, y'all. Let me show you what Trump said. Now, peep this. I sent this to, look what Trump said.
Hold on, let me zoom in on it so y'all can see it.
Y'all don't like Trump and shit, but niggas gonna learn. That's what I'm saying. Listen with Trump. You people trying to insult my intelligence if I read the U.S. Constitution.
Okay.
Okay, how many of you are able to figure out how the 14th Amendment works? In case nobody knows, the infamous 14th Amendment was designed to put people as legal fictions, giving up your rights for privileges and goddamn immunities.
Wow.
By voting for me or anyone in the office, you committed a crime against your Republican form of government. Try to figure that one out first and then ask me if I read the Constitution. That's what I'm saying. Y'all knocking Trump. You niggas don't even know shit. That's what I'm trying to say.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Niggas don't even know him. You don't even know law. Niggas is emotional. Just because he said some shit you don't like, niggas feel some kind of way. That's minority shit.
Wow.
But what he doing? He telling you, listen, he said the motherfucking Indians they don't look like Indians to me.
Wow.
And like I said, none of it, I don't give a fuck about neither one of them. Trump up by it. Fuck both of them.
That was some real shit that he told
But
us. In your face.
From the outside looking in, I'm watching the tennis match and the ball going left and right. Because I'm a spectator.
That's all.
Because I'm not included in this shit.
It's back and forth.
You see what I'm saying? But I'm looking at this what the Constitution said. I just read it to you.
14th Amendment. We just read it.
You giving up your rights, calling yourself black and African American for privileges and immunity, and then wonder why you need a driver's license. I don't need one. You need one. See what I'm saying? Because you got privileges to drive. It's a privilege for you to drive. Wow. It's my human right to travel. See what I'm saying? It's my human right to travel the roads and the highways.
For your leisure.
For my leisure.
Yep.
I don't give a damn what. I want to go I don't give a damn. Skating, whatever. I want to do whatever I want to do. That's what I'm doing on the road.
Because that's what I want to do.
Because according to the 5th Amendment, I got the right to life, liberty, and a pursuit of happiness. I know this shit like the back of my hand, man. Wow. You see what I'm saying? But when you want privileges and immunities instead of human rights and international protection through treaties. And then niggas wonder why we down. Like, this shit should be getting old. Like, it's getting old to me, and I ain't even been living that long.
Yep.
Like, it's getting old. Like, what more? It's going to take niggas to go back to slavery. But then it's going to be too late.
It's going to be too late.
It's going to be too late.
By then, they done stripped you of everything.
Now you looking around, man, what happened to everything? You?
Yep.
Because you ain't take control of your government.
Yep.
And you ain't get your land back, and you keep letting a goddamn corporation run this land like they regular. You feel what I'm saying? Keep the game. Let me show you what else Trump said. Listen to this. See, this Donald Trump. Everybody want to knock Trump and shit. I be laughing at niggas. That's what I'm saying. So-called birthright citizenship, which costs our country billions of dollars and is very unfair to our citizens, will be ended on one way or another. It is not covered by the 14th Amendment because of the words subject to the jurisdiction thereof. Many legal, I don't know what he said out there. This is the only two I get. He said some hell of a shit after that. So he telling you you're contracted to the jurisdiction, man.
By being a 14th Amendment citizen.
You ain't, if you black or African American, you are automatically a 14th Amendment citizen. And then let me say something else. Anybody the European don't like, how you gonna be not like them?
Right.
That's just like the cracker tell you they tell you to stay away from the devil. That should be your friend, because maybe the devil is the motherfucker he's scared of.
Yeah.
So hey, ain't the friend of my friend, the enemy of my enemy is my friend?
Yeah.
So if they don't like Trump, that's for a reason.
Wow.
But see, niggas two-step thinking. Ain't nobody put it together. That's what I'm saying, emotional. Because they say he grabbed some vagina and shit. He ain't grab your vagina. See what I'm saying?
Wow.
Come on, man. Grow up. That's what I'm saying. Be a majority and stop thinking like a minority.
Wow.
That childish thinking shit. And this motherfucking cracker spitting the game. He's giving game.
Wow.
But y'all want to knock him. Keep the game. Let's keep moving. So I just had to show y'all that, man. See what I'm saying? You want to knock Trump. Okay. See, them people who don't study law, like that's what I'm saying. These emotional grown people don't study.
Yeah.
I'm talking about you free because you got Biden in office. You gonna learn. That's what I'm saying. We'll learn. Y'all gonna learn.
Man, that's why I said Obama was the setup for Biden to get in.
And Biden, how many of y'all know he supposedly knocked off his first family.
That's what I heard.
His first wife, daughter, he knocked all of them to get in position.
Damn.
So you what? If he would kill his own freaking daughter,
Own daughter.
what you think he gonna do to your mother? Why you think came over 51 ways to put niggas to the death penalty, bro?
Biden crime bill.
He don't
That's
care.
what I
Like,
voted for.
if you would kill your own child,
Yeah.
like that's a dangerous person.
Yeah.
Like that's
he don't care.
He don't give a fuck about nobody.
Nope.
But y'all free though. That's what I'm saying. But peep this game. Let's get into American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. I want to show y'all some of these laws too. Now peep the game. So the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People applies to the indigenous people of America. Now think about this. If them fake ass Indian motherfuckers was the real Americans, why the police ain't killing them and knocking them off? Because as I said before, the European only oppresses those who have ownership of the land. So if they own the land, why you don't be seeing these fake Indians and shit get knocked off in the streets?
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Wow.
Peep the game. Now, like I said, Article 1, Section 2. Self-identification as indigenous people will be a fundamental criteria for determining to who this declaration applies. Remember what it said in the international shit? It says you could come up with, where is it? Declarations. You come up, the states are permitted to make declarations. So that's why I'm giving you the Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. And it says you have the right to self-identification. So you could identify yourself whatever you want to be. And the states shall respect the right to such self-identification as indigenous, individually or collectively, in keeping with the practices and institutions of each indigenous people. Now check this out. Article 2. The state recognizes and respects the multicultural and multilingual character of the indigenous people who are an integral part of their society. Listen to this. Article 3. Indigenous people have the right to self-determination. By virtue of that right, they freely determine their political status and freely pursue their economic, social, and cultural development. Article 4. Nothing in this declaration may be interpreted as implying for any state, people, group, or person any right to engage in any activity or to perform any act contrary to the Charter of the Organization of American States and the Charter of the United Nations, or construe as authorizing or encouraging any action which would dismember or impair totally or in part the territorial integrity or political unity of sovereign and independent states. So what? Why they got sovereign right here when niggas be trying to say they sovereign citizen shit? See, that's why I be saying these are niggas who don't study and oxymoron thinking people. Wow. How can you be subject to jurisdiction as a citizen and then you free as a sovereign?
You can't be.
See, they be throwing it because they know niggas ain't gonna research this shit.
Yeah.
So that's Europeans using that sovereign citizen shit. Because I can show you, matter of fact, I can show you in the law dictionary, they got sovereign.
Yeah.
It ain't got no sovereign citizen. But it got sovereign in this bitch.
Yeah.
Look at this. Hold on, I'm gonna show you. So you gotta get this shit goddamn, you gotta break it down to people, man. Check this out.
Man.
See? This shit deep, man.
It is. And a lot of it is going, it's like, man, it don't make sense because when you know and understand what the words are that they saying, it's like, how can you be this way when you're supposed to be this way and you can't claim you free and under contract at the same time?
Hold on. So,
because contract means that you're bound to.
Check this out. Here you go, right here.
Sovereign people.
Sovereign people. Sovereign. A person, body, or state in which independent and supreme authority is vested. A chief ruler with supreme power. A king or other ruler with limited power. Sovereign people. The political body consisting of the entire number of citizens and qualified electors.
Qualified electors.
Who vote for the president?
Electoral college.
So when you vote for when you elect the president, you are sovereign.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? When niggas don't know shit, man, it be killing me. Niggas got a lot to say.
Yeah.
It be killing me. Look at this. And qualified electors who in their collective capacity possess the powers of sovereignty and exercise them through their chosen representatives. Here go the court case.
Scott versus Sanford.
Look at this. Sovereignty. The supreme, absolute, and uncontrollable power by which any independent state is governed. Supreme political authority. Paramount control of the Constitution and frame of government and its administration. The self-sufficient source of political power for which all specific political powers are derived. It comes from the sovereign, man.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Where you see sovereign citizen?
Wow.
What side? It should be right under here, right?
Yep.
Sovereignty. Where's sovereign citizen in?
Nowhere.
I see sovereign people right here.
Yeah. Wow.
We the people, not we the persons.
We the people.
See what I'm saying?
Person indicate corporation, right?
There you go. So check this out. So when it's talking about sovereign and independent states, they're talking about niggas who got their own power.
Yeah.
Article 5. Indigenous people and persons have the right to the full enjoyment of all human rights and their fundamental freedoms as recognized in the Charter of the United Nations and the Charter of the Organization of American States and International Human Rights Law.
Wow.
Article 6. Indigenous people have collective rights that are indispensable for their existence, well-being, and integral development as people. In this regard, the states recognize and respect the right of indigenous peoples to their collective action to their judicial, listen to this, to their judicial, which is court shit, social and political and economic systems or institutions to their own cultures. Wow. So we don't even supposed to be in their courts. That's what I'm trying to show you, man.
We're supposed to have our own.
We're supposed to have our own. To profess and practice their spiritual beliefs, to use their own tongues and languages, and to their lands, territories, and resources. Wow. This is how you get your land back for free. Wow. But niggas have to come together as a sovereign people, bruh. You feel what I'm saying?
Have to.
We got to come together as sovereign people.
The only way it's going to work. That's the only way it's going to work.
Peep the game. States shall promote with the full and effective participation of the indigenous people the harmonious coexistence of rights and systems of the different population groups and cultures.
Yeah.
Article 7. Gender equality. Yeah. Indigenous women have the right to the recognition, protection, and enjoyment of all human rights and fundamental freedoms provided for in international law, free of all forms of discrimination.
Free from all that.
Come on, man. States recognize that violence against indigenous peoples and persons, particularly women, hinders or nullifies the enjoyment of all rights and fundamental freedoms. So when you give the police this shit, you tell them after you give them Article 7, Section 2 say, you hindering or nullifying the enjoyment of my human rights and fundamental freedom. Yeah. You have to use certain words in order to activate this shit. Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
You can't just say, you know your rights.
Or you can't just be like, well, Article 7 say I can do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it say that. But you have to explain to him how he's violating you through that article.
Right. Right.
You see what I'm saying? You got to break it down how hey man, I'm doing this and that. And according to Article 7, Section 2, you're hindering or nullifying my enjoyment of all my human rights. Now peep the game. Article 8, indigenous persons and communities have the right to belong to one or more indigenous people in accordance with the identity, traditions, customs, and systems of belonging of each people. No discrimination of any kind may arise from the exercise of such rights. Wow. Article 9, judiciary personality. Listen to this. The states shall have recognized fully the judicial personality of the indigenous people, respecting indigenous forms of organization, and promoting the full exercise of the rights recognized in this declaration. So you can use this shit, and they have to recognize it.
Right. They took an oath on it. They have to.
So why y'all black leaders and spiritual motherfuckers ain't teaching you this shit? That's what I'm saying.
Because they don't know it.
You see, so why? That's what I'm saying. Why ain't nobody trying to help you in the physical? Like, okay, you spirit realm, I feel all that shit. I do it too. I go to the spirit realm. I feel you. I do work in the spirit realm. I feel you.
But you gotta know the physical.
But you gotta learn how to move here.
Yeah. Period.
You see what I'm saying?
Period.
Let me show you something. Yeah. Article 11. Peep the game. Protection against genocide. Indigenous people have the right to not be subjected to any form of genocide or attempts to exterminate them.
Only if you got your nationality.
But niggas want to be black and stay getting smashed on. You see what I'm saying? Like niggas want to stay getting smashed on. Look at this. Article 12. Guarantees against racism, racial discrimination, xenophobia, and other related forms of intolerance. Wow. Indigenous people have the right not to be subject to racism, racial discrimination, xenophobia, and other related forms of intolerance. The states shall adopt the preventive and corrective measures necessary for the full effective protection of this right. Wow. I want to show you something about the land. Hold on.
Wow.
So 13. Let me show you something how to get your land back.
Damn.
Look at this. Indigenous people have the right to promote and develop all their systems and media of communication, including their own radio and television programs.
Wow.
You feel me?
So we ain't got no business watching that TV.
That's what I'm saying. Look at this. 15. Education. Hold on. I want to show you something about that land. And 17. Indigenous spirituality. Hold on. Indigenous family. Check this out. Healthy environment. Hold on.
For those just tuning in, we're reading from the American Declaration of the Rights of Indigenous People.
Yep. So this 20. Hold on. It's coming up. Look at this. Article 21. Right to autonomy or self-government.
Self-government.
Indigenous people, in exercising their right to self-determination, have the right to autonomy or self-government in matters relating to their internal and local affairs, as well as ways and means for financing their autonomous functions. Listen to this. Indigenous people have the right to maintain and develop their own decision-making institutions. They also have the right to participate in the decision-making in matters which would affect their rights.
Wow.
They may do so directly or through their representatives in accordance with their own norms, procedures, and traditions.
Wow.
They also have the right to equal opportunities to access and to participate fully and effectively as peoples in all nations, national institutions, and fora, including deliberative bodies. Look at this. So they telling you, man, like, I'm the government.
Yeah.
I have government tags on my car.
Because you got your own government.
I'm self-governed. I'm my own. I got autonomy. That's what them Europeans try to do in Seattle. I want to say last year or something. They try to make Seattle. They try to use autonomy, or saying they gonna govern themselves. Because if you do etymology on government, it means govern or to control or to run. Mental. Ment is the mental. Wow. So they control your fucking thoughts. Wow. That's why in the first shit it says it's a political thing when they calling you black. Wow. You feel it's political. Cause the government is governing niggas' mentals. Wow.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
By having they call themselves black.
See what I'm saying? So hold on, let me show you a little bit more, and then we're gonna bail. We're gonna get out of this.
Yeah.
Article 22, Indigenous law and jurisdiction. Indigenous people have the right to promote, develop, and maintain their institutional structures and their distinctive customs, spiritualities, traditions, procedures, practices, and in cases where they exist, judicial system or customs. Yeah. So we got the right to our own government. That's why I keep telling you the dollar bill. Man. I want to show you about this land shit.
2 seals, y'all.
Treaties, agreements, and other constructive arrangements. Article 26. Indigenous people have the right to the recognition, observance, and enforcement of the treaties, agreements, and other constructive arrangements concluded with states and their successors, in accordance with their true spirit and intent in good faith, and to have the same be respected and honored by the states. Yeah. States shall give due consideration to the understanding of indigenous peoples as regard to treaties, agreements, and other constructive arrangements. When disputes cannot be resolved between the parties in relation to such treaties, agreements, and other constructive arrangements, these shall be submitted to competent bodies, including the regional and international bodies, by the state or indigenous people concerned. Wow. Check this out, man.
Matter of fact, I think that was 24 we was reading.
Right here?
Yeah. Because
that's a 5 and 1. That's 10, 25, 6. That's 26.
I thought the one come after the V was 26. Well, yeah, because that's 23, right? Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay. 23, 24. Well, that's 24.
And then
25. Let me see. Property rights. All right, here you go. Article 25. Check this out. Article 25, Section 2. That's what I'm saying. This is some of the things people can use when you try to get your land back.
Yep.
Listen to this. Indigenous peoples have the right to the lands, territories, and resources which they have traditionally owned, occupied, or otherwise used of or acquired.
Traditionally owned.
You see what I'm saying? So that means ancestral shit.
Yep.
Indigenous peoples have the right to own, use, develop, and control the lands. Indigenous people have the right to own, use, develop, and control the lands.
With the S.
Why ain't black motherfuckers teaching niggas this shit?
Man. Because they ignorant. Not teaching what they don't even know what they need to be.
You see what I'm saying? This is how one of the ways you get your land back, by using this agreement or this declaration. Yeah. This is the Declaration of Independence. This what this is, right? So if this supreme law of the land, what you think this declaration is? Wow. You see what I'm saying? Now peep the game.
Check it out, y'all.
There's something else. Now listen to this. I'm gonna read this. I read it before, but I'm gonna break something down in this because I want people to think about something.
Yeah. So
according to the Moors Sundry Act of 1790, it says, hold up. Yeah, it says was passed by South Carolina legislator granting special status to the subjects of the Sultan of Morocco, Mohammed bin Abdallah. It recognizes Moors as white people with jury duty as a privilege. Moors was not to be subjected to laws governing blacks and slaves. Now listen to this. If Moors was Arabs, why would they get them confused with black niggas and slaves?
Why? Because they not.
Because they niggas. You feel what I'm saying?
Wow.
So why would they get them confused? Why would you, if everybody know what an Arab look like, right? They don't look like niggas.
Right.
So why would the state of South Carolina have to determine that these motherfuckers are not blacks and slaves? If the blacks and so-called slaves ain't Moors, man. You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
That's what I'm trying to get you to see. Now peep the game. Now this is the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. The United Nations has one too. Okay. So you can use the American and you can use the United Nations one. Okay. You see what I'm saying?
Now for the people that's trying to get this, can they just search?
Yeah, you can just look this up.
Okay.
Yeah, you can look it up. United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. Okay. Just like the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People. You can just Google it.
Yeah.
Now check this out.
We zoom in for y'all real quick.
Article 6 of the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People says every indigenous individual has a right to a nationality. So what is your nationality? United States is not a nationality. It is a corporation. Let me show it.
Corporation.
Let me show you. Let me show you. Peep the game.
And that is not a flag.
It's a banner.
Yep.
Hold up, y'all.
Just looking something up real quick.
Now, peep this out. When did the United States become a corporation?
1871.
In 1871, the Act of 1871, the United States is a corporation. Congress did some. It's illegal. Yeah. Because they ain't get permission from us to do this shit.
So they set up.
They just did some shit. Yeah, they just did some shit.
Yeah.
Because we gave them the one constitution, so they flipped it and they started using this one. But like I said, we ain't gonna get into that. But what they did, they flipped the shit on niggas. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And in the doing that, that's where Washington, D.C. came from. Because at first, the Europeans only had 10 square miles of jurisdiction. They don't even supposed to be doing all this shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's in the Constitution, matter of fact. Where is it? See what I'm saying?
I'm gonna show you. Wow.
Where is it? It says something about 10 square miles. I can't. Damn, where the shit. But it's in this Constitution. It tells you the jurisdiction.
Y'all see why it's so important for us to study, y'all? There's so much game we missing out on. So much game we getting played for.
That's what I'm saying, man.
By not knowing.
See, and that's why I say, man, like if you continue to goddamn fuck around in this system and you don't know how to move, like I said, I'm doing it for the children now, man.
Yeah.
Like the children and the teenagers and motherfuckers like that. Like if you 30 and above and you want to be black and stuff, that's all. Hey man, more luck to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't trying to tell nobody to be something they don't want to be.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't realize soon.
Where is this at?
Because they said it's going to come a time when we're going to have to separate.
Exactly.
It's going to come a time.
I have to come back to it, man, because I don't want to waste too much time. But it's in the Constitution where it says the United States jurisdiction is only 10 square miles.
Mm-hmm.
Now, peep this out. Let me read this real quick on the first page. Go to page 4, Article 1, Section 2.
All right. Page 4 of the Constitution. Section 2.
The House of Representatives shall be composed of members chosen every second year by the peoples of the several states, and the electors in each state shall have the qualifications requisite for electors of the most numerous branch of the state legislature. No person shall be a representative who shall not have attained to the age of 25 years and been 7 years a citizen of the United States, and who shall not, when elected, now voted in, be an inhabitant of that state in which he shall chosen. Mm-hmm. Representatives and direct taxes shall be appointed among the several states which may be included within this union, according to their respective numbers, which shall determine by adding to the whole number of free persons, including those bound to service for a term of years, and excluding Indians not taxed. 3/5 of all other persons. The actual enumeration shall be made within 3 years after the first meeting of the Congress of the United States, within every subsequent term of 10 years. In such manner they shall by law direct. Now check this out. So when I show you this shit, the House of Resolution, which comes from these motherfuckers. Mm-hmm. You see it come from Congress. Peep the game. When it says the Moorish Americans are the descendants of the ancient Moabites, Hamites, and Canaanites who were permitted by the old pharaohs of Kemet to traverse from East Africa and later form themselves kingdoms extending from the northwestern and southwestern shores of Africa, the Atlantic Islands, and on to the present-day continental Americas. And whereas the indigenous Moorish people of the Americas are now united in order to again link themselves with the family of nations, and where the Moorish Americans being aboriginal to the territories of North, Central, and South America. So you just say, I'm an American Moor. I'm talking about all of them. Whatever America, I'm indigenous to this shit.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Okay. Because, like, a lot of times when you hear Moorish, that means similar to. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So, like, if I do paperwork, I'm putting American Moor. Okay. Like, I'm letting you know, shit, I'm a Moor. I'm not more rich. I ain't kind of Moor and shit. Right. I am a Moor. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So, peep the game. So, they have formed a sovereign theocratic government. They keep throwing up that sovereign. Now, this is the government talking. Yeah. Representative Flowers. I guess that's his or her name. That's who said this shit. That's who brought it up. This is government talk. Yeah. You feel me? So the Moorish Americans being aboriginal to the territories of North, Central, and South America have formed a sovereign theocratic government guided by the commanding principles of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice through virtue of the universal right to self-determination. Ain't that in the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous People?
Yep.
See what I'm saying? As well as within the Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples guaranteed in the Charter.
Wow.
So the rights of Indigenous people is guaranteed, y'all.
Guaranteed.
It's guaranteed. And whereas on January 8th, 1886, Noble Drew Ali was born in the state of North Carolina, destined to become the first patriot of his mentally enslaved Moorish American people. That's what I'm saying. Niggas is mentally enslaved. In 1912, he was anointed as El Hajj Sharif Abdullah Ali by the leaders of Egypt and the holy city of Mecca to return to the U.S. as the last prophet and founding father of the newly risen nation of Moorish Americans. As a result of the 13th Amendment, Moorish people was emancipated from slavery in 1865. Therefore, it be resolved by the House of Representatives of the 97th General Assembly of the State of Illinois that we designate the week of January 8 through 15, 2012 as the Moorish American Week in the state of Illinois. So how the hell...
Where's the Juneteenth coming from then?
That's what I'm saying. Not only the Juneteenth, which is true, where that shit coming from, but they telling you they know we Moors, bro.
Yeah.
Like, everything is pointing to... That's what I'm saying. Like, niggas... Like, it's something about them Moors. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. But everybody's saying it.
Everybody's saying
Everybody's
it.
saying it.
And they saying we run this shit.
Yeah.
And they saying this is our land and we got the right to do whatever the fuck we want on this shit.
Right.
Now check this out. If y'all do now, everybody Google this shit. Go to the state of Delaware. You know that Delaware is the United States.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? The state of Delaware is the original, what you call, was one of the first colonies.
Yeah.
But the state of Delaware, the official website of the first state.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
The state of Delaware, go to Title 29. State Government General Provisions, Chapter 1, Jurisdiction and Sovereignty. There goes sovereignty again.
Okay.
Now look at this. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm showing you what the government is saying. Like, we ain't talking about books and shit that we Moors. This is what the United States government is saying.
Yeah.
So if niggas got a problem, that's what I'm saying. You got to deal with the United States government that you love so much.
Yep.
Peep the game. If you go down to goddamn section, where is that? Section 4. Go to subsection 106, the Lenape Indian Tribe of Delaware recognition. So that means, listen to this. Go to number 4. The tribe was formerly known as the Moors, and for many decades of the 12th century, which is the 1100s,
Yeah. Dang.
state documents such as driver's license designated the tribe's race with an M, which is Moor.
Wow. So anytime you had an M on your license, it represented
Moor, yeah. But Moors don't need licenses.
Yeah.
You
So
see
why
what I'm
would
saying?
they put that on the license then?
That's like, see, you got the right to get into agreements. It's just when you got a nationality, you just more protected.
Okay.
So it's just like anything else. Like, if I want to get a job, I get a job.
Yeah.
Like, just because I'm a Moor don't mean I can't interact with the European.
Right.
It's just I'm protected now.
Okay.
You can't just get over on me and shit because I'm protected through treaties.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Okay.
So the state of Delaware or the corporation of Delaware is telling you the tribe was formerly known as the Moors, and for many decades of the 20th century, state documents such as driver license designated the tribe race with M. The Delaware School Code of 1921 provided that the State Board of Education could establish a school for the children of people called Moors.
Wow.
As a result, 2 schools was built, one in the town of Cheswold and one at Fort Branch on Denny's Road in Kent County.
Wow.
So we ain't Moors. Why? You see what I'm saying? Why this shit keep coming up?
Wow. I didn't know they had schools designated.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I didn't know that.
There has been an unofficial statewide acceptance and recognition of the tribe for at least 125 years.
Wow.
Through a formal process of reviving applicable state laws, historical and anthropological references, and previous actions of the General Assembly and state agencies, the Department of State concluded by 2009 that this state has historically acknowledged the tribe as who?
The Moors.
So all these Indian niggas, you see what I'm saying? That Indian shit was a covert operation, man.
Yeah.
To call yourself an Indian is putting yourself under their jurisdiction. That's why they did this shit.
Yeah. And see, my thing is like, if these names is coming up out of nowhere, what happened to the people that was so-called teaching before? Like, why are they allowing that to be taught to their kids and the kids?
Because a lot of niggas folded. Remember, like I said, we going through so much war, man. That shit depletes you. Like, the hardest soldier can only do that shit for so long until like it start fucking with you. Now you done killed so many motherfuckers. You done did so much. Like, I don't give a fuck how tough you is. Like, it gonna come a breaking point of that shit.
Right.
Like we was beefing so hard, like it wore us down.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That shit broke us all the way down.
Yeah.
So that's why it was easy for the Europeans to move in, because we was decent. Like, niggas was tired, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of fighting. It's just like your brother and shit or something. You fight this nigga for the week straight. Like, after a while, I'm just tired. Like, I don't give a fuck if I'm whooping.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of fighting, bro. Like, we got to do something else. Like, I'm tired of stealing on.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we were so decimated. And then remember what George Washington said? They made it a crime to teach that shit.
Yeah.
So anybody who was talking that more shit, they was killing them niggas back then. All them hangers you was seeing back then was Moors, bro.
Wow.
Those weren't slaves and shit.
Wow.
Those was Moors who ran the land, and that was the Europeans' way of taking this land. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They ain't got nothing to do with that other shit. And that's what I'm trying to tell you, man. All Indian tribes is some new shit. Like, all Indian motherfuckers are Moors. That's why the tribe was formerly known as the Moors.
Yeah.
So the first goddamn Indian tribe, so-called the Delaware Corporation, ran into was Moors.
Yeah.
So that means they had to get permission from the Moors. I'm talking about Delaware.
Okay.
You remember it used to be the United Colonies before the United States.
Right.
So when it was the United Colonies, they had to deal with the Moors.
Wow.
I don't understand. Like, that's what I'm saying. The Moors run shit. Like, you know, it'd be differently. Niggas want to be slaves. Like, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's fake history.
And that ain't what it is.
And that's fake. Listen what I'm saying. Niggas did not come over here the way they said in slave ships.
Yeah. And still don't have no proof that it was slave ship.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we gotta have some common sense, y'all. But common sense ain't too common.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
So let me ask you this: with all of the the treaties and the stuff as far as like law goes, when it comes to being protected as Moors, how come they was able to hang people and kill people back then if the Moors were so-called protected? Or is that after the point to where they kind of fell apart and people didn't really know who they were?
I mean, it ain't that people fell apart. Like, you got to think about it. Like I said, man, it's war tactics. Like, that's what make Al Qaeda and shit so dangerous. It ain't that they killing 20,000 motherfuckers at a time. You just don't know when they gonna strike.
Right.
And when they strike, they may knock off 15, 16 niggas at a time, but they got a message behind this shit.
Okay.
So it was more of a scare tactic.
Okay.
And they was doing it illegal. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying it was legal.
Right.
But like I said, niggas start cooperating in the corporation.
Wow.
Like, people wanted to be a part of this shit. Like, some niggas wanted to be a part, just like right now.
Man.
It don't matter what they do to us. Some niggas want to be a part of this European.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It don't matter what you do.
Yeah.
Like, you can show this and that. Man, we got our own government. We get our land back.
They still going.
Niggas want to still be a goddamn American citizen, a United States citizen, not an American citizen. That's two different things.
United States.
A United States citizen.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So it don't matter what you do. Like, niggas is gonna be niggas. Now check this out. I'm gonna talk about this Fed shit too real quick. I was gonna show you this video, man, but it's like 5 minutes long. We already been going for a minute.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna show y'all something. What's the difference between this fez and the one I got on?
Mm-hmm.
I want y'all to look closely at this shit. Because there's some shit we gonna get into. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
These motherfuckers is taking y'all niggas' identity. When you see all this shit right here, anytime you see a motherfucker with fez and he got shit on, he is bound by secrecy. You see right there? You see how that shit is bound? Look at my shit flowing. Flip it, flip it. You see how my shit hanging and flowing? Because I'm not bound by goddamn secrecy.
Mm-hmm.
You see how that shit tacked on his head? You see that shit how it's tacked down? That means they are bound to secrecy. Ain't that what George Washington, remember I showed you the George Washington shit?
Yep.
Ain't George Washington say we gonna take oaths and shit?
Yep.
Where it's at? Right here? And swear a death oath between ourselves to religiously and faithfully not to allow anyone to teach the Moorish children who they really were. This is the shit they talking about. So that's the oath.
So with them doing that, they're trying to get people drawn into what it is that they doing versus...
No. It's them taking us, being us.
Wow.
Because the Moors run the land. That's why when you become a 33rd degree Mason is when you wear the fez. Wow. That's supposed to be the highest degree in the, what is the red house?
Uh-huh.
You see what I'm saying? You got a red and blue house.
Mm.
So the 33rd degree is supposed to be the highest degree in that house. Wow. So what they do is give niggas the fez. But I'll see like these night terror room and like certain these feds got certain names. Karim, that is from the house of the real Moors that they raised them. Wow. You see what I'm saying? That's why they got these different names and shit on here. And this shit is an insult. They got the sword in there to show the shit for the deaf. You feel me? Matter of fact, let me show you something else. Let me show you this real quick. Peep the game. I got this from my class, y'all. See, I go to class. Like, I study. You see what I'm saying? I don't just teach this shit. Peep this game. So the Shriner symbols and the Sphinx and pyramid grand seals surrounded by the crescent and stars which date of founding, and the pendant jewel consisting of an oriental skidmar sphinx, crescent, and star. The Shriners romanticized Islam, which had always played a role in masonry, because the Moors made them. That's why the Moors called Masons my son. Because I'm your father. Wow. Remember what it said about the Washington, the fathers and mothers of mystics.
Yeah. Wow.
See, I'm tying it all together. You see what I'm saying?
Man.
I'm tying it all together. Wow. That's why I did that shit last week to show you Washington's the father and mother of mystics. Yeah. So when a Moor call them, we don't call them Masons. We call them my sons. My sons. Because we the fathers and mothers of y'all motherfuckers. Excuse me, you know what I mean? Yeah. But listen to this. But they also adopted a pseudo-Islamic I can't even pronounce the word, y'all. Nomenclature. Nomenclature, custom, ritual, etc. Modern day Shriners with their cursuses and clowns have taken on the ancient role of the comic Moor, which dates back at least to the medieval English murmur plays. Moorish science represents a more serious meditation on the Islamic current with masonry. A founder of the Shriners, the fez usually carries a version of the sword and crescent jewel and the name of a lodge, etc. Example, Mecca, Medina. Hold on, let me shrink it so we look at it all. Medina, Islamia, while the Moorish Science Temple fez bears only a crescent and star, a more orthodox version of the symbol. That's a lie. Wow. No Moor supposed to have anything on his fez. You see what I'm saying? Nigga got shit on their fez agents. Wow. Period. No more. Let me look at me. No more supposed to have their shit bound down. Like no more supposed to have shit on the front, and you're supposed to have your shit tacked down like that. Wow. You see what I'm saying? Not a real Moor. Like you see what I'm saying? Now, it's these niggas out here who want to be Shriners instead of being a Moor, which got way more weight. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I told you, I went in the gas station and the cracker tried to give me the Islamic 5 and 2. I just looked at his ass. You see what I'm saying? I'm not finna show you up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Even when I go in the store with my face, European, I'm out here with Europeans. Like these motherfuckers, go ahead, sir. Like I don't go through that shit niggas be going through, and I keep saying that.
Yeah.
I don't go through all that. I don't get no pushback. I don't get nobody snickering at me and shit when I come out with my fez on. Them motherfuckers be looking. And they be thinking like, what this nigga know? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I don't get no pushback. Yeah. So anytime you see all that crescent, look at this. See what they did. You see, that's the crescent moon and the star, right?
Yep.
So what the European did, he flipped it upside down. You see what I'm saying?
Put the sword through it.
See, this is the Islamic crescent and star. So what he did, he flipped it on niggas. You see what I'm saying? He flipped the crescent moon and put the sword through it. Representing, basically, they killing our shit, stealing our history. Look how the shit tagged down.
Wow. He's
bound to secrecy. Remember what George Washington said. They took a death oath not to tell you you're immortal. Wow. You see what I'm saying? That's why he's bound. He and any other nigga with this shit on their face is bound by the grip. That's what the Masonic handshake and all that shit, those are grips.
Wow.
The grips represents the secret. You feel what I'm saying?
Dang.
Peep the game. Now look at this. They want to be us so bad and niggas want to be black.
Man, that's stupid.
You feel what I'm saying?
It's stupid.
So people, hold on, let me show you one more thing too. Look at this crap. How many of y'all heard about this one? How many of y'all heard of this shit? Look at this. The Canadian president dressed up in blackface, right?
Yeah.
Who you trying to look like?
Like a Moor?
So if the Moors ain't niggas, why is he in blackface in a fucking turban?
Wow. Man.
That is mocking us.
Yeah.
They are mocking us. All this shit is, that's why I be getting offended. This is a mockery of our history. And niggas want to worry about the black shit. You see what I'm saying? They is literally mocking us. Why you think he in the black? What's this?
Wow, it's a turban.
Let me see the outfit. Look at him with the...
Man.
Look at this. This the Canadian Prime Minister.
Wow.
Dressed in blackface as a Moor. See, wow. if he was trying to be an Arab, why not just stay light skinned?
Right. Right. Because that ain't the original people.
Come on, man. Come on. Wow. This shit is an insult.
Was that for Halloween?
Yeah. One of them little parties they be having and shit. You see what I'm saying? Now, peep this out real quick. Let me break this down, then we can move on. Peep it out. So, receiving a degree regarding the fez. We finna raise y'all niggas up some levels. You feel me? The fez is the ancient and modern national headdress of the Moabite Moors. That is your bloodline.
Yeah. Yeah.
Black is not a bloodline. You can't trace black in history. Your bloodline is Moabites. The fez is a brimless headdress, most commonly produced in scarlet red with an ebony black tassel. The red fez is matched by the red field displayed in the Moorish national standard flag, not banner. The fez is also produced in black, white, and other color variations, including other meanings, social orders, positions, etc. So the black fez is the highest degree. That's why you can't just be getting shit. I can't just wear a black fez.
Yeah.
It is worn by the MUFTI, which is the Moorish United Front Towards Islam, or the Mohammedan Judge, Enforcement and Security. The one who wears this symbolizes that he or she knows law in full and is able to defend it, including knowledge of martial arts. That's all I'm missing.
Yep.
All I'm missing is the knowledge of martial arts, defense, physically and spiritually, likened to the martial arts degree of the black belt. So when you wear the black fez, it's like saying you a black belt, nigga.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Niggas don't want to know their history. This shit is hard as fuck. Let's keep going. The fez is worn as a symbol of the womb, of the mother's womb. The top of it has a nipple shape. Look at this. Let me break this shit down to y'all. You see the little nipple?
Yeah.
That's what they talking about.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Keep the game. The top of it has a nipple shape that symbolizes the navel.
Wow.
The strands of the tassels are 360 degrees, as in the 360 degrees of knowledge.
Wow.
Because we come from that, man. That's what I'm saying. We so fucking hard, bro.
Man, that's dope.
Keep the game. The tassel is not pinned down as it is in the secret societies. Properly, the free-flowing tassel is indicative of one who is born of the womb, endowed with and aspiring to and beyond 360 degrees of knowledge.
Wow.
They navigate upon the earth, and their potential is not limited, not pinned down, or kept secret. However, it is sacred. The 4 sets of air holes are equal to the number of womb man. 9 and the add to the 13, the number of times a woman cycles per year, which is in tune with the cycle of the moon.
Wow.
This is what the fez is and shit.
Dang.
The following is an explanation founded in lesson book number 1, written by Taj Tariq Bey of the Moors Order of the Round Table. Listen to this. The national headdress of the Asiatic Moorish nation. So when they ask you what's your race,
Asiatic.
Your race is Asiatic. Listen. Your race is Asiatic. You see what I'm saying? You're not black and African American weak shit. That's dumb shit. That's minority.
Yeah.
Your bloodline or your race is Asiatic. But I ain't talking about an Asian. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But we the original Asiatics. Peep the game. Of North, Central, South, and Central Almorocs, or the Americas, including the adjoining islands. So our Caribbean brothers, those are Moors too.
Yeah.
The fez is typically of red felt with an indigo black tassel. The fez is a headdress of the ancient ones. See what I'm saying? When you put on a fez, that's why the Europeans be knowing this shit when they see you. When they see a nigga walking around with a fez and a certain look, they know.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, he go back to the ancient ones.
Yeah.
The fathers and mothers of mystics.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Ancient.
Ancient. We talking about BC shit.
Yeah. Wow.
You see what I'm saying? Peep the game. The Moabite Moors also spell myrrh. Remember the vowels.
Yeah.
A-E-I-O-U. Instead of M-O-O-R, it could be M-I-I-R. It could be M-A-U-R. All that shit the same. You just flipping vowels, man.
Yeah. Wow.
You see what I'm saying? It is geometrically formed to represent the eternal zodiac. The body at the fez symbolizes the womb of the cosmos and the womb of woman, mother. So when niggas wearing a fez, they giving respect to the goddess.
Yeah. To the woman.
You feel me? Matter of fact, when you see them occultist movies, you know the motherfuckers be having the hood and shit on.
Yeah.
They represent the woman's clitoris hood.
Wow.
See what I'm saying? See, that's why I don't even talk that magic shit, cause like it's played out to me. Like, it's watered down and played out. A lot of motherfuckers know shit and don't really know nothing.
Wow.
You feel what I'm saying? Check this out. The 1 inch final, which extends out of the center of the fez, is the number 1 and the 9th letter in the phonetic Moorish alphabet, the I. Also symbolizes the navel. You see what I'm saying? The cord extending from the eye symbolizes the universal and biblical cord of the universal life and represents the oneness of all life.
Wow.
It also represents the tie to the source of humanity, the Zodiacus, the first woman.
Wow.
See, like, that's what I'm saying. You want to give props to your woman, put on a fez. There's no greater honor when you in honor. When you in honor of your ancestors, it's no better honor that you could give a woman than to put on a fez when you know what you're doing.
Wow.
It ain't for showing shit. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Peep the game. The circular round ball of the tassel. See what I'm saying? This shit right here.
Yeah.
Let me show you. See, we breaking it down. We breaking down what the fez is. This shit right here. This what they talking. The circular round ball. Peep the game. It represents the mundane circle or earth. The cord wrapped around about the tassel strands holds the form of the circle. A red represents the unity of life through the zodiac constitution of humanity. It also represents the cyclo and what is that? Reciprocal nature of life. The strands of the tassel represents the 360 degrees of the zodiac, the highest laws and authority in civilization. Wow. Earth know you when you put on a fez. That's why Earth don't want you to wear it. Damn. Earth conspired on niggas, not just the Europeans, not just the Africans. Earth.
Damn.
Because we run Earth, y'all. The Moors is the first niggas on Earth.
Wow.
So if you the first niggas on Earth, that means you originally own the Earth.
Right. You are the Earth.
You are the Earth. That's why land is tied to Moors.
Yeah. Wow.
You feel me?
Wow.
The zodiac crown of light, the national headdress of the mothers and fathers of the human family, founders of civilization, and masters of the cosmos science. 33rd, and 360 degree master mason and eastern stars, nigga. So me weighing this. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm 33rd. That's why they gotta respect. If they in honor, they gonna respect you, bro. Now, you know, like I said, you got motherfuckers who ain't gonna respect it.
Right.
But I ain't met them. That's what I'm saying. I don't go through this shit.
Right. Wow.
Now, I get respect. Even when I come in straight up and ask my girl, man, I come in, I had a head scarf and I have all this shit hanging, be looking like a straight up goddamn rival.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers don't say nothing to me, bro. It don't look crazy. Like, they know what I'm saying. When they see this shit hanging, he a more. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'd be different. I just had the scarves on and shit. You see what I'm saying? That's one thing.
Right.
But when they see this hanging, motherfuckers know, bro.
Wow.
You see what I'm saying?
Wow.
So I'm telling you, I'm the supreme goddamn 33rd and 360 degree master mason. But I ain't a mason, but I'm just saying. I'm showing them that I'm supreme. I'm over this shit.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? This is a part of the hidden truth which has been buried in the dark corners of the North Gate. That's America. The fez symbolized symbol of the eternal zodiac is also called the tar bush, a tiara, a corona soul.
Corona soul.
The sun got a corona, don't it? That's what a coronavirus is. But we
because they don't want you to.
You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? Salt, S-O-L is S-U-N. That's the sun. That's how you say the sun in Mexican. You know, Hispanic or whatever.
Wow.
And other names which describe its royal status. The wearing of the fez regarding masons of clandestine orders. Fez is also the name of the old Moorish capitulum and the city which located in northeast Morocco. Moroccan, and Moors are one and the same pedigree and peoples. American is a dialectual corruption of the name. American is a dialectual corruption of the name American. That's why I gave you the etymology of this.
Yeah. Damn.
You feel what I'm saying? Before we even got into this shit.
Damn.
So peep the game. Peep the game. We're about to be done. Al-Moroccan, which means descendants or descendants of Moroccan. The lack of consciousness of law and history on the part of any so-called Negro, black Mason concerning the ancient history of the Americas had stagnated or retarded their ability to see through the veil of their own hoodwinking.
Wow.
Is Fez the city in Europe? Is the Fez the national headdress of Europeans, or is it the Fez the national headdress of the Moors? Who is wearing the Fez only by ritual, and who should be wearing the Fez by right of natural dress and culture? Wow. This is ritual. This is cultural. You feel what I'm saying? That's ritual. This is cultural. See the difference?
Wow.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. Niggas ain't wearing this to have on a goddamn hat.
No.
I don't even wear hats.
Mm.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not wearing this shit just to goddamn put on or fit in or try to be like these motherfuckers when they trying to be like us. So peep the game. This the difference. Like, you see what I'm saying? Who is honoring their ancient mothers and fathers, and who is not?
They're definitely not representing the ancient mothers and fathers.
No, I'm talking about us.
Oh.
We not representing our ancient mothers and fathers, because we come from the blood of the niggas who first started wearing this shit.
Yeah.
Who is denying connection to Ruth the Moabitess, and who is not by way of recognizing or not recognizing the origins of the great philosophies and wisdoms founded in the halls of learning called Masonry? Y'all remember Ruth in the Bible?
Mm-hmm.
She was a Moor.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
She a Moabite. It say it in there. That's why every Mason gotta read. Every Mason gotta read the story of Ruth. That's one of the first stories you read. Talking about the Moors. You feel me?
Is that why they said before that you had read when they were saying that it was in the Bible written?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because it's talking, Ruth in the Bible is talking about Moors.
Wow.
Masonry is a system of disciplined learning. Moor is the pedigree and nationality of the direct descendants of the founders of civilization and the ancient high science, culture, Gnosticism, cosmology, alchemy, geometry, algebra, numerology, astrology, agriculture, mathematics, philosophy. Nigga, come on, man.
They started all this.
Come on. From which Masonry draws its wealth of knowledge. Talk to any Mason and tell that nigga confront a real Moor.
Yeah. Wow.
Tell a Mason to say niggas lying on this shit.
Damn.
You
They
see
got
what I'm
all of
saying?
that from Moors.
Listen, everything.
Wow.
Everything. Not black gods of Egypt. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Not black people or African Americans and Negroes.
Yeah.
None of that shit. It was the Moors who did. That's why they don't teach Moorish history. Because it don't line up with nothing else. You can't say Moors was slaves. You can't say Moors was just dumb as hell until they got here. Because the Moors raised the crackers. Like, they know that.
Wow.
That's why they don't talk about it. You see what I'm saying? Thus, Masonry is the high culture, esoteric, and Gnostic system of learning Moorish history. Masonry is the high culture, esoteric, Gnostic system of trying to get a piece of Moorish history, science, and culture, literally and fiduciary, which was forced underground and veiled in allegorical stories, mysticism, signs, and symbols,
etc.
You feel what I'm saying? Many have been mistaken to think that the Europeans who wear the fez in secret are the originators of the fez.
No.
They are aware of the meaning and purpose of the fez, as it is the crown worn by those of the Moorish nation, which represents the matriarch. The Europeans has usurped and stolen the crown and the birthrights. That's why they call themselves white. This is why the European call themselves white. Because they want to be you, because your status is white, not your skin, man. Get over this. That low-level thinking.
Ain't got nothing to do with skin color.
Ain't got shit to do with skin color. In society, in any game, niggas got status.
Yeah.
Everybody ain't the top dog. Some niggas the low nigga.
Yeah.
It's game. Look at the shit like that.
Yeah.
So when you say you white, you saying you a top dog. You're not saying you a Caucasian.
Right.
Let me show you again real quick. I'm going to show you this shit real quick. That's what I'm saying. That's how you put this shit together. Why ain't niggas teaching like this? You see what I'm saying?
Never heard it taught like this.
That's what I'm saying. Because these niggas is, they feds bam. And they can only wear they shit in secret.
Wow. So they couldn't wear it out in public?
No. That's why you don't see, only time you see Shriners with the feds on is either they leaving the meeting or they doing a parade. You don't see them walking around with that shit.
No, you don't.
That's why, because they can't do it. Because they not them niggas.
Wow. So how is it that they able to wear it in the parade then?
Because we let them. Because ain't nobody checking that shit.
Wow.
Once we start checking that shit, they can't do it no more. Because we the ones that gave it to them.
Wow.
Remember, that's why I said, when you see niggas with them names on their shit,
that's who gave them the game.
that's what I'm saying. Those are different Moorish niggas. You feel what I'm saying? Or tribes or whatever.
Wow.
Hold on, I'm tripping. Let me show you this.
Damn.
See, this shit deep, man. See, that's why when they say free white people, that's what I'm finna go to right now. I'm finna show you this shit. See? That's how you put it together, bro. That's what I'm saying. This the best shit a nigga could have, this dictionary.
Hell yeah. Black Laws Dictionary for y'all that don't know.
Alright, here we go. Now peep this out. That's why I read this shit the one time.
Yeah.
Now look at this. Free white persons. Free white persons referred to in Naturalization Act. See, ain't no Nationality Act.
Mm-hmm.
All they try to make, see, they trying to take a artificial human and make them natural.
Right.
That's why this shit wasn't for you.
Wow.
If you the first nigga on earth, how can you not? What more natural than that, nigga?
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's the original.
Peep the game. As amended by Act July 14, 1870, has meaning naturally given to it when first used in First Stat 103, C3, meaning all persons belonging to the European races, the original Europeans, then commonly counted as white, and their descendants, including such descendants in other countries to which they have immigrated. Include all European Jews, more or less intermixed with peoples of Celtic, Scandinavian, Teutonic, Iberian, Latin, Greek, and Slavonic descent. It says you got to be mixed with these people. It includes the Magyars, Lapps, and the Finns, and the Basques and the Albanians. It includes the mixed Latin, Celtic, Iberian, and the Moorish inhabitants of Spain and Portugal. So it's telling you free white people is the Moorish inhabitants of Spain and Portugal, the mixed Greeks and Latin, the Phoenicians who are Moors, and North Africans, inhabitants of Sicily, and the mixed Slav, so you got to be mixed.
Yeah.
Slavs and Tartar, inhabitants of South Russia. Wow. So the original Russian niggas is Moors, bruh.
Damn.
It does not mean Caucasian race, Aryan race, or Indo-European races, nor the mixed Indo-European, Dravidian, Semitic, fake Jews, and Mongolian peoples who inhabit Persia. A Syrian of Asiatic birth and descent would not be entitled to become a naturalized citizen of the United States as being a free white person. Look at that. They give you the court case. You see what I'm saying? So what I'm showing you, this is why they call themselves white, man.
Because they trying to be us.
They took our birthright.
Damn. Damn, bro.
You see what I'm saying? I ended on that shit. We'll pick it up later. But I just want to show y'all, man, peep the game.
Damn.
That's why I say you got to be a habitual game people in this shit.
For real, you do.
So when you see this Islamic crescent in the star, that's an upright motherfucker.
Yeah.
When you see this shit upside down with the sword in the middle, that's secrecy by death.
Agents. Damn.
You feel me? Peep the game. Look at them. Man, see, I don't understand, like, this should piss niggas off.
Man. That's because people don't know what they looking at.
Real shit. So white don't mean Europeans.
It does not.
That's what the law dictionaries say.
Status in law.
White don't mean European. It does not mean Caucasian race or the Aryans. So them Aryan motherfuckers, you not white. So if they not white, if they're not free white persons, then who are they? Blacks. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. The original blacks.
You see, when I say this shit now, you see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because if free white persons don't mean the goddamn Caucasian race, who are they then? They the black motherfuckers. You see what I'm saying?
Everything has been flipped. Man.
This how you learn. This real shit you got. This how you learn.
Yeah.
Like all that other shit, that's what I'm saying. We can talk about goddamn the stars and the moon and the goddamn, you feel what I'm saying? The sun. We can talk about all that shit. But until you know your bloodline, until you know what motherfuckers doing, you don't know nothing.
Yep.
Like I said, a lot of people don't even know their blood type. You see what I'm saying? Learn that shit.
Wow.
Learn your bloodline. Learn why you come from rural. Man, I wish I could show you them clues. Remember Noble Drew Ali said, man, you just plain rich.
Yeah.
Once the Europeans go back to Europe, it's going to be mountains of gold that niggas going to see.
Damn.
That's what I'm saying. You don't even understand how that's why I be saying. Like, people don't even understand how deep this shit go. When you become a Moor, you getting into some ancient shit.
Yeah.
Like, we ain't talking about no modern day beefs. Like, you get into the ancient beefs. You feel what I'm saying? That's why you got to move correctly.
Yeah.
Because this is some real shit that's going on. Even though it's an illusion in a game, the shit's serious.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real shit, bro. Real shit.
Hey, that's episode 12. That's episode 12. Download the podcast. We just put up episode 6 for your learning pleasure. So download the app, Refined Men's Club. Click on podcast. 1 through 6 is on there. Matter of fact, what I'm gonna do, when I get home, I'm gonna put episode 7 on there. So whenever we come back on Friday, we'll be recording episode 13. So you have 5 and 6. I mean, you have 6 and 7 as new episodes.
We coming right back Friday, y'all.
And we coming right back Friday.
That's what I'm saying. Game for days, baby.
Right back Friday.
You feel what I'm saying?
Because, hey, like bro said, it's getting serious out here, and we got to be game tight.
Gotta be game tight, baby. You feel me?
All right, so
real shit.
Download the app, bro. Close us out. Anything you want to leave the people with?
Man, shit. Like I said, man, you know, y'all on download the Brothers app. You know what I mean? Support the brother, the good brother. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Y'all looking for me? Y'all to reach me on the Book of Faces. You feel what I'm saying? Hit me up. Any questions if you want the Black Laws? Matter of fact, I got some PDFs on trust. You want to set up a trust? You feel what I'm saying? I got all this shit.
Yeah.
So y'all for free.
I need that.
You see what I'm saying? So if you want to learn trust law and shit like that, I got the PDFs.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. What's the excuse?
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Ain't none. Hey, we got the game and we ready to give it to y'all. So download the app, y'all. Check us out. I'm gonna tag bro in the video. So if y'all got any questions, any comments, y'all can leave them down below. We will answer them. If you want to get the Black Laws Dictionary, like he said, send them a message. We got y'all. Episode
Peace
12.
and love, y'all.
Peace, y'all.